My parents' generation grew up revering the Beatles and Elvis, and for my age group, it was most likely Bon Jovi and Poison that were idolized. Regardless of when one grows up, there is no doubt that music has many positive effects on teens, such as development of relationships and identity during one's formative years, and this is what I intend to prove. I came up with my visual aid by thinking about the importance music has played in the lives of teens throughout recent history. I believe it's important to show how music has had a distinct influence on young adults for many generations, especially the current one in which media is more portable and accessible than ever. This is why I chose to show objects that are contemporary and some that are historical. Music has played an important role in my life, and as a father of two teenage boys who are avid music lovers, I found this subject to be interesting and worth researching and relevant in light of the times we live in. As you can see from the visual aid, music has several positive effects on adolescents. The first part of the presentation states how important music is in identity development of teens and how it aids in the formation of a private world. Music also says who belongs to what group. It can also enhance peer relationships and interactions, and in adolescent hierarchy, pop music experts can have multiple friends and also receive a more bolstered status. The second part describes how music listening can provide a number of social advantages, such as aiding in the courtship process, and by being a catalyst during social functions for physical activity, conversation, and free self-expression. It can also be the first foundation for lasting friendships. Music may also improve self-esteem by encouraging the child to play an instrument and perhaps perform in front of others. It could also aid in social settings by providing something to talk about and share with friends and family. Perhaps this information will make you reconsider the benefits of music to your adolescent and make you think twice the next time you're tempted to tell them to turn it down. Music is an indispensable tool for teens and has multiple positive effects. It not only helps foster a sense of identity, but it also aids in the development of personal relationships and gives them a sense of belonging. Music is a key support in the tumultuous life of an adolescent. Does anybody have any questions?
I feel that my teens' music is causing them to isolate, and at times I want to know what's going on behind closed doors. Is it normal for my child to listen to music constantly and privately?
Good question. It's not only normal, it's actually healthy and can be quite therapeutic. Megan Vivo states that research has shown that a song's rhythm can lower blood pressure and stress and improve overall health. Another question?
My adolescent has had times in the past where they were distant and didn't talk much. They also seem to start running with the wrong crowd and experimenting with drugs. Could their taste in music have played a part in their negative behavior?
Another good question. The simple answer is no, and quite to the contrary. Music can have a very positive impact in the life of a young adult. According to music therapist Andy Tubman, adolescents are ready to learn about and express themselves, but they need a non-intimidating outlet that speaks to them. In respect to the question of experimenting with alcohol or other substances, he goes on to say, music can help them understand why they turn to drugs and alcohol and work through the emotions in new and creative ways. Another question?
When I see my child spending so much time indulging in music listening, I wonder if he may be wasting moments that would be better spent elsewhere.
My encouragement would be to not see music as a hindrance, but as a gateway to other worthwhile experiences in their life. It can be an opportunity for you and your young one to bond. It can also be an activity that encourages the teen to not only listen to music, but to learn an instrument, or at least take part in the study of music theory. It can be a doorway to the arts, sciences, and maybe someday business. Positive musical role models can be moral examples during a time in life filled with serious decisions. Thank you. That concludes my presentation. I hope it's been informative and has shed some light on the positive effects of music on young adults.